Alright, so 10 minutes until macro open. Um, Thought process is obviously, yeah, I mean, I kind of can't be asked to say, but yeah, I mean, just whatever. So we at 8:15, the high impact news driver, we manipulated this high once, we then manipulated it again. So this could just be a resweep to continue lower. But then we hit all these low resistance liquidity here within the 15-minute rebalance wick, 50%. And then my overall bias and narrative and sentiment for the daily is to be bullish. Just because the daily has to be bullish doesn't mean AM session will be bullish. But typically, because we haven't moved many points, we've stayed within a 150 point range, and it's a high impact news driver today. I think today we'll get a macro open reversal, or part of this area. We'll just get displacement to the upside, which it looks like we're going to do. And the idea that we're manipulating this high once, twice, normally if we get high taken out, we either take it once, continue lower. If we're sweeping it once again, then continue lower. And if we come again, and ES takes up this high, which it looks like it will based on displacement, that shows that this SMT gets disrespected and these highs are no longer protected, which would confirm my long bias. Now, if I look on the 15-minute, it looks very bullish, right? We've taken out all these low resistance lows. We're now displacing through this 15-minute SIBI, and we've taken out this high. So I just want to see how I react to this high, but realistically, I think once we take out this high on ES or NQ, even if we do have SMT, we'll most likely see some form of rebalance and then displacement to the upside, and I could take a really good long. Let me just go on the 4 hour. What about the daily? Is it a daily wick? It is a daily wick, but we've... Okay. I need a ray. Make this black. Or make this red. Okay, no volume imbalance. The full fill of that is there. It looks really good for me, bullish to be honest. Oh, we've taken out the high both on ES and NQ now. We're on the 4 hour. Let's check the 1 hour. We have this order block here. So I'm going to mark out the CE of this order block. Make this completely opaque. I'm going to make this line there. That's kind of the last line of defense to continue down. But based on this, there's no reason for why price shouldn't go to these highs at least, or at least these rejection blocks or this line. Now that we've taken out liquidity, we've rebalanced price, we've got the SMT, we had double resweep with SMT, we disrespected that, took out the high both on ES and NQ, disrespecting the idea of the SMT holding, right? Now that SMT is no longer valid. So I'm just going to delete that. So I'm very bullish, very, very bullish. In fact, let me just mark out the high as well. We have this high. And we have this 1 hour order block. So I've marked out CE of this, and then, I mean, it's not really a rejection block, but it's an area that price could potentially reject off. So I've got that, and then I've got the actual swing high, which we are, how many points away? 77.8. We're like 90 points away. Yes, we're closer. That's that swing high. Okay, on the 1 minute, yeah, it just looks really bullish, to be honest. Although, price from the low of the 90-minute cycle range, we've obviously taken out this area of liquidity, and then we've kind of hedged price up. But we've swept liquidity, and then we kind of just like dilly-dallied up. Got a sweep here. Yeah, it does look pretty good, to be honest. I think macro open is going to present us some pretty nice price action. Now the question is, we react to all this busy continued higher. What does the 5 minute look like? Okay, the 5 minutes leaving this gap open. So I'm going to mark out this. So the 15 minute is about to close at 9:45. So the 50 minute closes above this fucking area. It's going to be an inverse. So I'm definitely really bullish, especially because this high is relatively close. This high is very, very close. So now the question is, how do we know? Like, let's say price. If we have an imbalance here, like yes, we have this 5-minute BISI. I'm gonna mark this out with the volume imbalances. So we have this 5-minute BISI. So what can happen is this 5-minute BISI can be left open whilst we continue higher. So if I was to take a lot, let's say we only get this BISI that we react off. We don't even touch the 5-minute BISI. We react off of like the highest BISI. How do we know we're not going to retrace into deeper discount of this range or to these BISIs? Well, if we get displacement to the upside with speed and efficiency, then I can enter whilst the internal low high gets displaced past, or the rejection block, or the wick get displaced past, or the order block, and then enter there, stop at the rebalance wicks. Because I'll be taking a displacement entry, take it at the first drawn liquidity. But if I was to take a short now that we've taken out this high, which is still permissible, then I would want to see a BISI disrespect here, right? See this BISI get disrespected, then a SIBI form, and right after the SIBI, get some displacement to the downside. And we could take, yeah, probably these internal lows, but it's within the 5-minute BISI, so I'm not entirely sure. But we can take it to at least like 50% of the range, which is from here to here. Yeah. I'm just going to mark that out as well. But it looks like we can catch some good PXH here. This general range is about to get tapped into with this buy side open here. And this is actually, wait, hold on. This is the first presenter for value gap, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, no volume balance within there. It looked like we're displacing from it. We have this SIBI here not holding. This is looking like really good longs, to be honest. And then as we displace past, we're going to leave this BISI open. Now the question is, now that we've left this BISI open, let me just, how much volatility are we in the market? Let's say, okay, decent. Now that we've left this BISI open, how do we know that we're not going to come down and retrace to these areas? Well, if we start getting displacement to the upside, and we leave a BISI open and we start reacting off of it, I can enter a long. This line here is the CE of the order block. See there, yeah, we got the sweep of the high, we're coming lower into the previous range, and now we're displacing higher. I'm extremely bullish. What might happen is we come lower, we get a rebalance, or we sweep these lows again within the rebalance, then fucking continue higher. But honestly, if we just displace higher, leave a buy side open, and start seeing displacement from the buy side, I'll be very inclined to take longs. So I'm going to be getting ready. Holy shit, let me just add the order thing. Can I not add it to the side? What the fuck? Let me get the fuck off of ES. NQ. Okay. Interesting. Now, we could go short here. Like, you know, we could end up still going short here. I just want to see how we react to this SIBI here. Because if we get because now, wow, we're getting displacement now. Wow. Okay, wow. We're getting displacement below this, inversing this BISI, which it looks like, respecting this SIBI. Hold on. Look, we've inversed this BISI. with speed and efficiency. We've got this Sibi open here. Now if we start to seeing displacement, we can enter short. I know it's at 944, but do we have SMT at those highs? We do. Well, for equal highs. But we also have the sweep. We have SMT here, which is in the 5-minute imbalance. SMT would be disrespected if we start seeing displacement to the downside. Holy shit, one sec. I want to see the Sibi hold for us to go bearish. Holy shit. Because we do have the 5-minute BISI rebalance. Okay, we've touched the Sibi. Now I want to see that respected. If we were to be bearish, I want to see that respected. If it gets inversed, then I'll go long. It really depends how we react off the Sibi. Because we do have the 5-minute rebalance here. Or at least on ES we do. Right? That's SMT with those lows. Within the 5-minute rebalance. So if you get Sibi displacement higher. Okay. We've got this. We don't have Sibi disrespect, but we have this buy side inefficiency there. Now I want to see that buy side get held to continue price higher. I want to see Sibi disrespect, buy side respect, or buy side disrespect and Sibi respect. We're not seeing speed and efficiency. I want to see speed here.
Order filled.
Ooh, might have been premature, but yeah, that was premature definitely, because that's not speed and efficiency. So if I get stopped, then so be it. Yeah, again, that was kind of premature to be honest, because I didn't see speed and efficiency. We didn't get a full close there. Because this Sibi could be respected, and then we start dumping lower, because you got the BISI disrespect, Sibi respect, and then continue lower. But if we start seeing displacement on this candle, that will confirm longs. Okay, well, we got the Sibi respect. I'm just saying, I'm pretty confident in this trade, unless we get displacement to the downside, which we could get, but might be an unfortunate loss today. But yeah, I don't like that. I can't lie, because we're still respecting the Sibi. I definitely should have waited for price to get more displacement. That was very impatient from me. I just want to see disrespect of this Sibi, really. We're not seeing much speed and efficiency. Okay, there we go. I want to see a close above. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, I'm more confident in this trade now, and I would have entered there Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, to be fair, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy if I get stopped out. To be honest, this is a good loss. Because we get the 5 minute rebalance, PXH into this general range. Then we get the Bissy respect on the 5 minute. Sibby disrespect, respecting these Bissies. Might have been premature because when we see Sibby disrespect, we want to see Bissy respect. So this definitely could have been premature, but I still think it's decent. I still definitely think it's decent. We're just not moving with that much speed, to be honest. If I get stopped out, it's definitely a good loss. I'm just going to put my stop here. I'm not really losing much, any. That's not good displacement whatsoever. Definitely not. But we have this buy side here. I want to see respected. I'm just going to delete that. We're going to trust in our entry though. We did get Bissy disrespect, and we are getting displacement, so it does look like we might get stopped, especially if we close bearish on this candle and we inverse this Bissy, then we are probably going to get stopped. But again, I mean, ES hasn't taken out these highs. Relative equal. It's just weird for price to, like, I really don't see price going bearish, to be honest. Unless we displace past this Bissy, then we're probably going to get stopped. And I'm okay with that. Okay, well, I'm more inclined to think we're going to get stopped here. Because if we're getting displacement to the downside, this does not look like speed and efficiency to the upside whatsoever. We might get a resweep. Definitely might just get a resweep. And this definitely might just be stopped out here. And I probably should have waited for this internal high to get displaced past for extra confluence. Because it's like these highs here. Yeah, definitely that was the problem there. We're going to get stopped here. It's alright. If we get stopped here, I'm knocking myself out. We probably will. I'm actually... Yeah, we're going to get stopped.
Order filled.
There we go. Stop filled. Yeah, okay, my mic's recorded. Just get rid of this. It's kind of messy. Okay, interesting. Now we've rebalanced. We're now getting displacement. This is now an order block. I want to see candle closure below CE of this wick and this wick as well, as long as also at a change in state of delivery. Like I want to see displacement candle closure around this area. 10:02. So price is getting less probable. Today's it was kind of a low probable day, to be honest. 9:45 to 10 was low probable. Mid low. Still could have definitely capitalized on this. Just needed more market experience and more wittiness. And a lot of people took this short actually, so that's valid. Because yeah, we did get the order block respect, bit Sibby disrespect valid. I know a lot of people took that. We got the change in state of delivery. I'm not going to enter just yet because we don't have proper displacement. We've got the rebalance, but we've got these wicks here. I want to see disrespect of this wick and this wick.
Order filled.
I'm there. Short there. Let me just make sure I didn't enter. Me fucking lock myself out on my combine. That's my combine locked out. 150k. We're in a short. 40-point stop is kind of crazy. In fact, I'll actually put my stop like here, above CE of the order block. 30 points. We'll put it at 30 points. That's fine. Boom. And then we will target what's a low hanging fruit. So we do have this order block. I'm gonna mark this out. We have this order block here. Let me get rid of this other bullshit. Right, I'm gonna get rid of the 50% of this. Order block here, then the low here. And then obviously 15 minute. Yeah, the low is in line with the 15-minute rejection block. So either this low or here. Either here, here or here. Because it's a low probable day, we're just going to target this for just shy of 30 points. Did it close? Okay, we got the Sibi here. Yeah, beautiful. 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 I'm happy with this. Yeah, we closed below CE of this wick. And TP is going to be right here. Yeah, I'm confident in this. I mean, ES hasn't taken out this low, but there's no reason after all of this that price could continue higher. Like, there's no reason for price to continue higher, like, whatsoever, to this area at least. Because this, if we were to continue higher, it wouldn't be sponsored by anything except these fucking random lows. We do have the CE.
Order
TP,
filled.
there we go, TP.